It's another new door day. It's a Monday. And we've never gone out this door before, have we, T-Rex? Do you know which way? To the exit? I think it's right over about here. I'll get the next one, thanks. Let's go look out this window. Oh, yeah, we're high up. Oh, I think that's the old jail. Are we in jail, T-Rex? We're along the Charles River, where it looks like a nice day. Sunshine and cumulus. Shall we get started on describing the weather? There's a 1025, very cold, high pressure system over Ontario coming into New England on the backside of a couple of fairly weak lows with dual cold fronts having gone by in the last 24 hours. Yesterday it was a warm front, last night it was a cold front, and it did generate more snow. Another 4 inches. You see, you were surprised, Carl Weller in Stowe, Vermont. You shouldn't have been surprised. Your friend Weir should have told you about this wintertime instability index type snow. I hear an elevator, T-Rex. Where are we going? Yeah, this one will do. Come on. Whoops. Sorry, Rex. Here we go. Which floor? I don't know. Lobby floor? It's not easy to find the door in this place. We looked yesterday. I think it's this way. This will stay up here. Curling. There's curling out there. What do you think? Can we do these? Come on. Yep. These legs are getting a lot better. This is kind of steep. After all, this used to be a jail. Yeah, seriously. More on that later. All right, here's the door. We're out, Rex. We're out. Ooh, it's kind of breezy. What do we have here? Curling without ice at the Liberty Hotel. Outdoor furniture, things are swirling around. Everything swirls, air, going in circles. That's what it's all about. That's what weather is. Oh, look at that steak and fish up there, T-Rex. Maybe we can get a bite. We're in the big city, so you get big city noises. Now the question is, how do we get over to the Charles River? We'll find it. We'll find the Charles River. He's like, he sees the picture of the meat and the fish. He gets a little carry over, or a store drive, I guess, because the floor here, it's that kind of floor. He doesn't really like it. There's no way for us to get across here. It's Storo. It's just a parking lot. I don't know how we're going to get over there. Keep on trying. Anyhow, high pressure spinning in southeastern Canada is pushing new cold air into New England. Cold air advection. So that was just a parking lot for the hospital here. All right, we got away from the traffic noise, but now we got the wind noise to compete with. Looking across the Charles River to Cambridge. All right, seems a little bit more quiet right here. Thank you, Martin, yesterday identifying the Brant geese, are they called? Yesterday in Weymouth. Are those the same right there? Then you got your gulls. And if you look at the satellite imagery, you can see hardly a cloud in the sky, but you can also still see the snow on the ground along and south of the Massachusetts Turnpike. So you actually have to travel north from Cape Cod for your winter golf this week. So what's up next? This high pressure system is a cold one. We've been talking about it. It's 20 below zero again today in Ontario, and that high is going to go right over us. It's a strengthening high. So you got the departing little low pressure systems that are going to once again intensify to major storms over the Atlantic. And the Goliath of the day in the North Atlantic is that system that came all the way from Kansas to New Jersey with surprise heavy snows 2 days ago. It's now 948 millibars. Wow. That's 27.99 inches on your barometer following along at home. Just a winter of super extreme storms. There's another one, and it's a parade of storms, and it's very active. We just happen to be getting a few days off now in the Northeast, but look what's going on out west. All that weather there. There's a major storm off of California, and it's not really moving too much, but it's shedding energy that's going to cross the nation. So let's cut to the chase. It took a while to get here. So it's a high pressure system getting stronger. 1033, 1034, 1035. That's heavy, cold air with a clear sky, nice moon tonight. There may be some record challenging low temperatures in some of the valleys tomorrow. The difference between low barometer cold that we've been talking about with the instability,
cold air is up in the sky. Now we're going to have high barometer cold, and that means inversions, and your coldest air by Wednesday morning may be over Cape Cod if we can keep the sky clear and the air calm. This high is going to escape first to the east and north, so when those highs go to our north, when the backside gets here, it's an east wind or a northeast wind, as opposed to when they settle off to the south and you get a southwest wind. It makes a huge difference in the temperature. So let's go to Thursday now. We got low pressure to the north, low pressure to northwest, and that high is kind of broken into two. A little bit of a bubble high trying to warm us up on Thursday. And then this system, the ocean storm, looks like it stays out. And this next system, kind of an occluded front coming in here with some rain or snow showers late Thursday and Friday. And this is where the train really goes off the tracks. What's going to happen Friday, Saturday, Sunday? There's a real cold upper level low coming at southeastern Canada, Arctic air once again, and there are going to be several surface lows. The GFS has a major storm in the Gulf of Maine, but this is the Euro, and it's keeping the heaviest weather both to the north and south of us. Saturday into Sunday with the Norlund trough pretty close to the south coast on Sunday. I can tell you that this is still wrong. We are going to have a powerful storm or two, but the energy's coming at us from this side of the North Pole and the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico all at the same time, and the models just cannot reconcile where and if there's going to be a merge or a phase of the northern stream and the southern stream. Heaven forbid we get a phase of all three streams, Arctic, polar, and subtropical. Then it's just off the charts storm like the Euro had about 4 days ago for us. We're talking about a 960 low in the Gulf of Maine. So I guess the bottom line is fairly quiet week, a warming trend, showers come back, mixed rain or snow Thursday, Friday, and then it's going to be a much colder weekend with snow and or rain very close nearby. So our adventure coming into Boston yesterday was an adventure. You take Uber because you say you don't have to think, right? Well, we weren't thinking too much. I was just looking out the window. Next thing I knew, we were in Cambridge and then Everett. We took a long cut to the Liberty Hotel yesterday. So those adventures, can you see the Liberty from here? Man, it's just amazing how Boston is expanding. And every time you think there's no more room for another building, there's another building. And gulls. And so our webcams are right up there in the Museum of Science. So maybe I'll show you one of the webcam. There it is. Here's the webcam from the Museum of Science. And I'm in it. Can you see me waving? Hi! You see those fans right there. The wind energy on the top of the building. I think our camera's right up just below that white there in one of those windows. Anyhow, that's the bostonwebcam.com. There are the boats in the water. We only had ice on the Charles River for a couple of days this year, so it's been a very warm but very intense winter as far as coast-to-coast storms go from the Pacific to the Atlantic. And it's not done. Winter is not over. Okay, and more and more and more. Where'd T-Rex go? T-Rex, we're gonna have to go back across. So nice right here, right now. Yeah, for the record, this is the Esplanade, Charles River Esplanade. There's the history, 1870, 1910, 1960, 1970. I remember when Arthur Fiedler played the Boston Pops. There's Nelson Mandela there in 1990. And what's next? Follow along, esplanade.org/events. Next is a lot of editing, T-Rex. All right, here's the and more. No, one more thing. Teddy Ebersol's Red Sox Fields at Lederman Park. That's where we were. I love when this gets covered with snow on the web cameras, which hasn't been that often lately. All right, and more. Haha, and more and more and more. T-Rex road trip. You liking the sun? Backseat? Get a water view, kinda. Maybe you don't, but beautiful day. Probably in the 40s. I think we overachieved. That's what happens when the sun comes out in February. You overachieve. Fu Manchu. Can we even say that anymore? Is that politically incorrect? House too. I find it amazing that they keep finding more room for more buildings in Boston. Who's moving up into these high rises? Not businesses, are they? Oh, well, we overshot our hotel. Nice view of the Encore. It should only take another half hour to get down there.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if we're gonna make it to see.
You're missing making videos and not paying attention. You end up in Everett. Rex likes the air anyway. It's a beautiful February sunshine, nice breeze. Look, kids, Parliament, Big Ben. I think we're there.
We made it.
T-Rex.
We made it.
Oh, sorry, Rex, you're not allowed in. Just took a shortcut. All the directions were in French. Pretty sure this used to be a jail. We'll be learning a lot more about it.
T-Rex, it's not a jail now.
I don't think. Clink. That's the old expression for jail. Thrown in the clink. There's the clink now. Look at the doors. And now you get the nice beautiful kitchen and the clink. What do you know? We got curling. They're doing it more like it's bowling, though. I don't know if you're supposed to toss it. It's supposed to be slid.
Something happened to the car.
It's
and
that
it
time of
stopped.
year.
And
It's
then,
red balloon season.
the car came over the hill